Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another 5 minutes with R. I'm Dr. William Lu. With the introduction of large language models such as ChatGPT back in the late 2022, it's a matter of time that we will have an integration of large language models or AI models into our uh, integrated development environment in R Studio. So today, I will show you how can we signing into a large language models. In this case, is Copilot using a GitHub channel. And how can we use large language models in our daily coding in our studio? So before we start, number one, you really need to set up an account as a GitHub, either a GitHub teacher or a GitHub student. And if you don't have either account, you can always apply for a paid GitHub account so that you can gain access to these Copilot large language models in your R Studio. So what we do is we go to Tools, go to Global Options, and you see the last tab here is Copilot. Now you go sign in and you click this button and sign into this. And there should be a code right over here. And once you get the code done, you just press authorize. And voila, we will have our Copilot very soon into our R Studio. So once you set it up, you will see that you have currently signed into your username. Then you press OK. Now, how are we going to use the Copilot function in our R Studio? All right, I've loaded the data one based on the previous data adaptability for group in depth, day, and week. And to start off, we can go to our script and just query using a hashtag and ask just right here. And let's create this and then library. If I want to do it in ggplot, so IP queries, so we just go for this and we should have the ggplots. And if I want to recreate this, come up with a ggplot with all the thing that I need, let's put it. So it automatically complete a snippet of the function that we need. So it makes our coding much easier. We don't really need to remember all the syntax and the codes we need. So just inquire the code base using Copilot and then we can just run like normal. And voila, you have your data here. So basically, now with the introduction and integration of Copilot into our R Studio, we don't really have to remember all the codes and all the syntax. We can inquire for small snippets so that the large language model can return with a code that we desired. However, this is not a license or an ability for entry-level coders or users to become an expert in programming language because most of the large language model provide a simple snippets where it requires actual expert to double check the quality of the codes and as well to improve the codes to make it more complex as per desired outcome, right? So this, at the end of the day, you have to remind yourself that large language models is always to assist us to improve our productivity. We should not rely on large language models or AI in our productivity too much. And if you like this video, please share, subscribe, and if you want to know more about large language models, especially for those that use offline models, please look into my other videos that I've linked over here. And with that said, thank you.